Welcome back to Planescape Torment. Last time, I got my hands on some sort of polyhedron. What was it? A dodecahedron of some sort of diary of my own? Probably. I need to get that translated. Although I realized I missed something back at the Hall of Senseis. It's fine. I'll go back there for it later. Since I'm here, let's just go ahead and do this. Well, I assume this is where I need to be anyway. Mr. Linguist, though, he's complaining about losing his book now. Well, how about that? I guess I just kind of jumped the gun on this a little. Fem glances your way, frowning. Could grace my home once more, have you? What is it you wish of me this time? Questions. I would have you know that I am a scholar and a linguist. Entertain questions in your field of study. Yeah. Unfold the dodecahedron to a page with writing on it and ask if he can translate it. He takes the unfolded dodecahedron in his hands and examines it closely. This language is a long dead one, known to virtually no one. I believe my father, a linguist like myself, knew this language and may, well, have been the only man in Sigil at the time that could understand it. I recognize it from his notes, but I cannot translate it. You have them still? Venom shakes his head. They'll be of no use to you if you're looking to translate anything, and the few actual books he had pertaining to that language disappeared around the time of his murder, I believe. Your father was murdered? Venom nods. Strangled, he was. He had left to tutor someone. He taught various languages to supplement his research income, and was discovered dead in a side chamber of the Civic Fest Hall. The killer was never found. This was perhaps 50 years ago now. I was but a child. He knew the language, though, and could teach it. Truly he did and could. Were he alive today, my father was said to be a great teacher. Venom sighs sadly. I have his skill with language, but not his patience for others, sadly. Is he interred at the mortuary?
Journal.
I know. His ashes are kept here. He points to a bronze urn sitting atop a cabinet beside a bouquet of purple flowers. Why? A wry smile crosses Venom's lips. A necroscope, are you? Speak with the dead? He suddenly frowns. I've no wish to speak of these things any longer. You'll have to excuse me, so farewell. What the hell? Oh, hang on. I still picked up the stupid book. What's the point of this? This guy's complaining about having lost it, but I can't talk to him about it. No, okay. Maybe it'll become relevant at some point. Alright, let's investigate this urn then. There's an urn atop the small cabinet, full of ashes and charred bits of bone. Etched into the base of the urn are the words, Fin and Lie. Beloved husband, father, scholar of the 100 languages. Okay, I don't seem to actually be able to interact with it, so... Container's locked. Great, cool. Am I missing something here? Damn it, I thought... I really thought. Perhaps there's a scholar or linguist in the fest hall that can help me. Oh, okay. They want me to go back there anyway. Alright, well... Whatever.
I'm gone.
Let's see.
I'm gone.
Why is there a container on this shelf specifically? That's weird, right? Scroll of force missiles. Huh. Right, so it occurred to me... Hang on, I need to talk to, Splinter. He said something about, Quell, who knew about Puzzlewell, but he wouldn't tell me how to get into the private sensorium until I was a member of the Sensates or whatever, which I am now, so... where are they? There are two. The public sensorium, where visitors may use the sensory stones for anywhere between 10 and 50 commons, and the private sensorium, where only members of the Society of Sensation are allowed. You can reach neither of them yourself. We must take you there. I would like to go to the public. Nope, the private one. Okay. They just teleport you in. Whatever. So, let's see. Where is this guy? It's possible that there might be... Oops. There might be other people in here worth talking to as well, but... The sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, The Messenger. Okay. I can just do this, apparently. As you touch the stone's green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. I mean, I guess we can look at one of these. Why not? As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired. So tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You're sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and... herbs? Why are you here? You came here to what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you. Try and get your bearings. Awake now, are you? A questioning all done. The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong. Terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Now, see me, you did, a spook you did, and poorly, so the price have you paid, The crone sounds amused, and her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions, now you will listen, and you will remember my words, for in minding me you shall live. She hisses. Not if you hear me, or another bit I shall take. Oh, okay. Remember me, traveller, remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup, pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. Wait, this is for me? This is weird. Okay. Smart he is. He will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again. Not if I hear me, ragged thing. Ah, pretty, polite to a listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick, gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel, Ravel, it is I. There is silence. Ravel? Okay, looks like this worked, I guess. Ah, my precious man. There's a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely, you can see, with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut upon a dirty floor, where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone, your legs have been hacked off at the knees. You feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. As you look up through your bloody, blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish-gray face, grinning with yellowed tusks. Ravel is pleased. Wondering I was if this messenger would make it, for a week he was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time too together has he shared, and now you've come. Success. I have a lot of questions. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her grayish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders. No, only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong. You must find me, my precious man. But how? I don't know. I'm beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now, and listen to Ravel, for there is much you must do to find me. 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Door? Door is not a finished thing, at least when I at last gazed upon it, But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is, go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. Place of forges and steel. Foundry? The Godsman Foundry? Maybe? I don't even know how to get in there. What's this key you speak of? To know of the key, speak to one of the known ones. Many there are in the festive hall, many. Yet only one there who knows the known of what the key is that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall spill forth. When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? I know when the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks, knowing it and unlocking it. 2 tasks that must be joined, for at times a thing knows not its nature. But you are no stranger to that. Ravel cackles, a long hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. So, hang on, how is this working, if this is someone else's experience? A stone's an experience, as in tellin' will Revel do, but not the tellin' of how she speaks to you now. She speaks soothingly. Many are the branchings and twistings of Revel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Okay, well I guess that's all there is to say. Return, I will give what help I can. Revel gives a final smile, a horrible, yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing. But in the end, only one question remains. What do you mean, Revel? Only one question, this I ask. Revel's eyes blaze like fires, the red light turning her face blood red. What can change the nature of a man? At the question, you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Your vision clears until you're standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try and shake off the experience sleeve. Well, okay, that was something. There was just a random stone in here, I guess. I should probably check the rest of these. I doubt they're gonna have anything nearly as interesting as that, but... The inscription around the base of the sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea. Well, this might take a while. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Your surroundings melt into a colorless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large gray sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Uh-oh. This probably isn't supposed to be happening. Hi. Oh, greetings, so good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silent. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, you don't know? Did all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke. Those journals that found me an incarnation. Ha! Burn them all, I did, all that I found. What'd they say exactly? They spoke lies, and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself, other incarnations of preserving their experiences in writing so later lives could benefit thieves. It's my life, mine. You all want to steal my body and you won't have it. Is this the same crazy one that left that scroll? Probably, right? So you're one of my earlier incarnations? He crosses his arms and looks away. If you put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? It's the same thing. Where am I? Oh, this. He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realize that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you and snare you for eternity. You may have realized by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note that rather sparse surroundings I've left for you, all to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles evilly. Alright, well, let's just talk then, I guess. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. Did you make that tramp dodecahedron? I don't know what you're babbling about. Alright, it was me. Brilliant, wasn't it? Did you play with it a bit? Lose a finger, an eye, I hope? He chortles merrily. Did you put those tattoos on? No! He looks distraught. That one incarnation, that practical one did. I tried to burn them off, but the skin regenerates with the tattoos still on them. I tried to tear them off, stain them with acid. I hate them. Why? His eyes flicker uncomfortably. It is maddening to feel the eyes upon you reading your body like a book. Read the tattoos. His eyes grow wild. Stop that! Stop reading me! He tries to cover himself with his arms, turning away from you. Keep reading them. The figure's eyes grow even wilder. Stop! Stop now! I'm warning you! He turns away from huddling up to cover more of his body. You see on his back the list of tattooed warnings that Mort once read to you at the mortuary. There is, however, one line at the bottom that Mort had neglected to read aloud. Don't trust the skull. Your previous incarnation grows more and more frantic as you keep peering at him. I'm warning you for the last time. Stop! You can't threaten me. You're a recorded memory of an apparition. I'll just keep reading them until you let me out of here. He howls like a madman, thrashing wildly, clawing at his arms and frothing at the mouth. Out, 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 out! And like that, everything ends. You find yourself standing in the Zorium once more, slightly befuddled, but quite unharmed. Yeah, maybe not the smartest incarnation of mine, that guy. I mean, he's clearly just, or was just nuts, but you know. The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculptured so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal. Longing. I guess the idea with the private sensorium is that, like, it's stuff that's specifically related to you? I don't know. I'm kind of confused, to be honest. There's other people in here, but I'll forget it. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. Okay. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there's a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Lights? The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet, you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes, sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind, 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink, at time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go. But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear. The serpent writhes in your breast again, its fang biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Echo. Only you, only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl, and you gasp. He stands, powerful, in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. You returned. His face stern, but somewhere, in those features, you could almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for Only you can help me, Deonara, but it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Deonara, yet it is you, gray-skinned like a statue, striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos horrible. Yet you see through Deonara's eyes, and she sees... How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing light. Or how can she feel such? Okay, I was following it up until this point, and now I'm confused. Okay, I think there's some blurring of the perceptions happening here that's making this extremely confusing to read. Like we're seeing through two people's eyes at the same time, or something. Or like someone else's vision filtered through our own cognition. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on exactly. Try to refocus. Brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling, until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Deonara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you... What? Echo. I ask too much of you to accompany me, Deonara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who Are you that person? That man twisting her with your words, not knowing how powerful they are to her? Like bolts from a ballista piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How? How can she feel and not know you mean to? I have come to ask your forgiveness, Deonara. I shall return to you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Deonara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you, Deonara. You are a tool to him, a tool. He needs to... But Deonara speaks, and you can't stop her. Echo. I place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you, though the plains themselves should bar the way. You feel yourself shattering relief and satisfaction. His satisfaction at her words, knowing she would say them, always knowing. And her admission of love is like the slamming of a portcullis on your heart. Trapped. She is yours. But you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You will have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, the end of longing, yet longing for him more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him. Echo, I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off him like water. The serpent in her breast, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by this serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. Echo, I can't say if we'll succeed, Deonara, but I'll do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her. And he means to hurt her. Yet you need her to be harmed, and you want to scream at her that she is in danger. Run, Deonara, for his eyes unmake all things. And Echo, of course, my love, life is sacrifice. This I have learned. You, she, her. You speak the words, and in it, you feel yourself dying inside. You're a spectator, and you have watched a woman die. The words are a death sentence. Yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6, the 3rd, the K, and the S. In it, I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left... You, him. A wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle even when you do not prompt her? Must she but... No, keep the irritation inside. Only a trace slips out. Echo, come now, I cannot die, Deonara. There is no need for such foolishness. Her, you, she is overcome with fear. Fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. You as you watch him frown, and you hasten to correct him. He must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. Echo. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself. You, coldly regard her through your eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want to leave any things here in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered. Just for a moment, you watch, silent, as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like silvered glass. Of some use? Such a casual statement, yet even Deonara sees, and you hope, just for a moment, you hope that she sees him for what he is, the Serpent. The Serpent. And your hope dies, as in Deonara's eyes, the emotion is rebuilt. The slivers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the slight sliver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant, but it isn't. It isn't. It is everything. The legacy, my love, it just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words falls on Dayanara so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy, the things you do, Dayanara, such romantic gestures, no matter. No, you, Dayanara. You have driven him away again, like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling round your heart. There's the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love? For yourself, or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember if you left something for yourself, or for the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift. Yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for myself, not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dayanara. But enough of this. I must leave. He's leaving. You must make him remain, and the experience swirls around you. Terrible, the spiraling toward the final scene. The question she wants to ask. Don't ask it, Dayanara. Don't ask it. Be silent. Be silent. My love, before you go. His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go, it looks like I am in no danger of that. Come, Dayanara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much she is desperate, drowning to say it. Say it, and you speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true. But the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course, he wants you to come with him, Dayanara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Dayanara. I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There is a cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought, a response sharp and deadly, like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Dayanara. And you want to scream as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see. You want to call out, but she's crying with joy, even as crying with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotion washes over you like you are drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot, and tear yourself away from the experience. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone blood, her blood. And you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. And suddenly, Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. She shushes you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Fall from Grace looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing, the desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand, now soaked in your blood. Will you be all right? Yes, I just need a moment. Very well. Fall from Grace stepped back. We'll continue when you are ready. Take a breath. Try and collect your thoughts. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience. It was Dayanara's experience. Because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone. Leave. Well, that was a lot. Oh, man. Hang on, I gotta go loot some things to make myself feel... There's nothing in here. There's nothing to do to feel better. Oh, hey, there's that Quell guy I came in here with the thing I was actually looking for. Wow. So, the Nameless One has had many different incarnations, and I guess it seems like the last one was a real prick. Just a real piece of shit. What was he trying to accomplish, though? We still don't really have any idea. He clearly needed Daeonara specifically for something, and the Advocate had said that she had some gift of prophecy or something, right? It's probably related to that. But, damn it. Man, now I gotta clean up this fucking mess, too. I'm still not any closer to figuring out what the hell's going on, man. That was a hell of a scene, though. God. Alright, well, there'll be time enough to contemplate about that further. Let's just push on a little further while we're here. Hey, you. Talk to me. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there is a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His brushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Hello. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. I said, hello. The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put into his mouth. I had some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits out a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber. Inorosian candies be damned, he cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls on you. What? I had questions about you. He pops a small red candy into his mouth. You always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering? The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly. Sorry about your candy. It was so tasty, too, he mewls. He suddenly looks up, snarling. Sorry, as you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashes like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Proper place, proper place. Calm down, I only meant to ask you some questions. Snatch up the mage's candy and eat it. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's funny. No, I'm not doing that. I only meant to ask you some questions. I care not, you yeasty, beef-witted pignut! His eyes bulge out as he jabs you with his finger. Now off with you! Off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring me something exotic. Now be gone! Look around the ward for something.
My journal.
Damn it. That sucks. I can't even... Fine, I'll be back later. Well, that was something. I don't know. Maybe I should ask to see the private sensorium, or the public sensoriums, or whatever. Since, you know,
Done.
I'm already here and all. There might be someone to talk to in here. That could matter. There's a lot of these. So I have to pay to use these? That kind of sucks. Kind of just looks like a bunch of generic NPCs. Oh, Lady Thorncombe. Oh yeah, that's the... What's-his-nuts outside wanted to, like, replace her or whatever, right? This man's gentle voice complements his calm and refined demeanor. Greetings, are you here to use one of the sensory stones? I had some questions. The man nods. This is the public sensorium, whose chambers hold recorder or sensory stones. Each of the stones contains a particular sensation, or set of sensations, which a user can experience for his or herself. The sensate is free to use them at their leisure, while visitors must pay a small fee. Does this answer your questions? Oh, okay. Well, I joined, so I'm good. Cool. For the most part, I'd like to use one of the stones now. The man smiles and explains to you some of the various sensations that are currently available for your perusal. Tired Surrender will do. A good choice, sir. The stone you shall want to use is in one of the smaller chambers, 6 rooms clockwise from the stairwell. It is violet in color. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should just check all of these. I doubt any of these are going to have anything nearly as important as the private stones all did. But we might as well give them a look. I don't know. What does this one do? This is an unusual greenish-yellow stone. It's securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, I have to go to the one I asked about then? Would they say 6 from the thing? This one? This violet stone is the one that the clock directed you towards. Within it lies the experienced, tired surrender. Shuddering, chattering, hoping beyond hope to be found, you curl into yourself beneath a blanket of snow to save what little warmth you have left. Fighting to keep your eyes open, to remain awake, you become aware that you can no longer feel your arms, your legs, the ice against your face, and tired, so tired, you at last resign to the inevitable. You close your eyes, bidding sleep a bitter welcome, as the sense of loss forces a single tear, doomed to crystallize before it even reaches your cheek, from your aching eyes. Stir from the experience. The experience seems to have stirred some long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your own mind. You feel as if you've gained something from using the sensory stone. You gain experience from using the sensory stones. I mean, that makes sense. Can't argue with that, I guess. I'd like another session. I guess I'm just going through all of these, then. Unavoidable pain will do. Okay. One room from the thing. The experience is a short and violent one, struggling with another slightly stronger man on the edge of a blazing hot stream of molten lava. Well, that seems precarious. Your weapon hand is slowly, inexorably forced ever closer to the magma. Beads of sweat evaporate the instant they appear. The hair on the back of your hand blackens and smolders above the awesome heat. Finally, your howls of suffering echoing from the canyon walls around you, your hand and the axe it holds plunges into the lava and chars to ash in a few agonizing seconds. Seems to have stirred a long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory. Okay. I'm just getting free experience. Why not? Let's see. Tender love. Your eyes are closed. You can sense yourself standing on the tips of your toes, pressed against someone tightly. Soft, soft lips brush against yours, giving you the most gentle of kisses. Your heart seems to flutter in your chest, and you feel as if you could fall backwards and simply float off into space. That's it? Okay, wasn't that interesting. Mind-numbing tedium. Great, that sounds awesome. I don't feel like I would need a stone in order to experience that, but whatever. The experience couldn't be more than a few minutes long, but hours seemed to pass. A long, boring lecture in the driest, dustiest hall in the University of Calm and Sigil. Calm? I don't know. You look about the vast hall, hoping to catch someone's eye to pull a face at, but the other students are either asleep or staring listlessly into space. You drop your quill pen, pick it up, and drop again, just for something to do. You consider stabbing yourself in the eye with it just to see if your senses haven't been wholly numbed by the incredible boredom. Yeah, sounds like school, alright. Sheer wonder. Hesitantly, you open your mouth and take a shallow breath, and water flows into your lungs like cool air. You smile and take a deep breath, gawking in all directions as you slowly sink to the bottom of the harbor, where hundreds of colorful fish weave through twisting tracts of brilliant coral. As your feet touch bottom, you peer up at the keel of your ship and laugh aloud with joy, a string of great bubbles shooting up towards the surface. Consuming impatience. You stand debating with Amnus the horribly slow, keeper of the Lion Key, as to whether or not your quest is important enough for him to relinquish the artifact into your care. The whole experience is an exercise in sheer torment. Each and every one of his words is followed by a significant pause. Each and every point he makes is reiterated time and again before he lets you speak. You present an argument, then wait, and wait, and wait, while he makes his counterpoint, to which you shoot out a snappy counterpoint of your own, then must wait yet again for another of Amnus's drawling, meandering, seemingly endless counterpoints. It's everything you can do not to simply lop the fiend's tusked head off and snatch the key from the twitching corpse. One more. We did surrender. Supernatural lust will do. That... okay, well, whatever. You find yourself coupling with a succubus, a creature of such intense, otherworldly beauty that even her fiend's horns and thrashing tail give you no pause. She gasps under you. You desire her so completely that the whole of your existence seems focused towards the single goal. As your life explodes from you in a starry burst, you hear the delighted laughter of the succubus as she drains you dry, leaving your body but a soulless husk. Apparently, that was similar to something I've experienced before. Interesting. Okay, then. Is that it, then? Seems like there aren't... actually, are there others? Oh, yeah, there's more. Oh, God, there's a lot of these. Okay. I don't even know if this is, like, a meaningful amount of experience anymore at this part of the game. It seems like I'm not leveling up off of this, so... whatever. Psychosis will do. I assume it's just the next one. Hang on, I actually wanted to check this. Wait, not that. It's... oh god. 10,000 experience to the next level, so 750. Well, I mean, it's not nothing, but... whatever. Nope. Okay, which one did he direct me to? I wasn't paying attention, clearly. Damn it. Hang on. One room clockwise from the stairwell. Oh, it's just another set. Okay, we're just going back through all of them again. Alright. The experience is a strange one, very disturbing. You've the point of a knife pressed to someone's throat, your hand clamped over their mouth, and breath hot and heavy in their face. You begin to stab them slowly. The knife dimples their skin and eventually breaks it. There's a hot rush of blood over your forearm, the sound of strangled respiration, a horrible sense of perverted glee, and it is over. Okay. I don't know if psychosis is quite the right word for that, but whatever. Festering jealousy will do. You feel your lip curl as the fair-haired young hero, armor gleaming like a polished silver mirror, once again enters your tavern. Hanging his velvet cloak on a wall peg, he surveys your patrons with a pair of eyes like sea gems and a smile that sets the serving wenches swooning. You set the mug you're cleaning down and harumph loudly, thinking of what it'd be like to turn him upside down and shove him in a rain barrel. Bitter loathing will do. Oh boy, alright. Venomous tears of pain brimming in your narrow yellow eyes. You gather the tattered remains of your small, scaled red wings off the floor. You humbly back out of Groba's study, gritting your needle-like teeth beneath sealed lips. Sure, you're only a Spinagon, least among devils, but that's no cause for a pit fiend to tear your wings off because he doesn't like the message you brought him. What will your Golugon master do now? He certainly can't say anything to Groba, and what use is a Spinagon without its wings? You'll probably get cast into the pit of flame for incompetence. Vengeance out of the question, there's little to do but shake your clawed fist and hate Groba with all the loathing your hard little black devil's heart can muster. This might go on for longer than I was... oh, well, whatever. I want to get all this done anyway, so... pure glee. Dancing and leaping about in rhythm with the wood elves bouncing festival music. You and a dozen other dancers spin through the forest clearing in a whirling dervish, smiling and laughing like mad. As the cheering forest dwellers whoop, clap, and dance alongside you, fairies careen through the air above your heads, leaving sparkling trails of colored lights. Frightened exhilaration. You twist your head to look up at the large contraption strapped to your back. A set of 4 bat-like wings extend from out of it, each made of leather pulled taut over wicker frames. From the precipice you've perched on, Delgyar's floating fortress appears as but a tiny speck suspended in the blue-gray sky, miles away across nothing but empty air. This is how everyone travels on the plane of air, they said. It's easy. You smirk, step back a ways, and make a running leap off the cliff into the cool wind below, leaving your stomach behind. As the wings suddenly catch the air, an amazing rush shudders through your entire body as you soar out over the nothingness and towards the elemental prince's abode. Grim determination. The entire hall was in ruins and still in the process of being destroyed, as dozens of combatants hurled weapons, deadly, arcane magics, and themselves at one another in a desperate struggle to be the last one standing. Plumes of acrid green smoke rose from the pile of limp bodies you dragged yourself out of, having barely escaped the wrath of some fiendish spell. There it was, across the way, through the battling throng, through the bloodthirsty battle ahead of you, sitting untouched on a miraculously upright table, your pint of mead, and you'd get it back if you had to kill every last one of the brawling tavern patrons to do it. And finally, complete bafflement. So I can't help but notice there are 3 other rooms with stones in them that I don't seem to be able to get anything out of. Not sure what the deal is with that, but... You awake from uneasy dreams to find yourself transformed in your dank lair into a rather small, 4-limbed, fleshy thing. You're lying on your shellless, as it were, wholly unprotected back, and when you lift your tiny head, unadorned with its usual sensory antenna, a little, you can see your pinkish belly partly covered in soft curling hairs, but unlike the black bristles you're accustomed to seeing there. Your 2, only 2, legs now jut from the end of your torso, rather than up from around your abdomen. They look thick and ungainly in proportion to your body, and lie there limply, making no attempt to right you on their own. Only by actively concentrate can you move the things. What has happened to you? Okay. I guess that's all of them then. Any others? Are there any more? The man nods smiling and explains the last of the presently available sensations. Oh my god, there's so many of these, what the fuck? Okay, you know what, I decided I'm gonna save the rest of these for later, so next time, god damn. Oh, there's a lot of stuff for this video game. Alright, see ya.